Hi there and welcome to The Grove. I'm your host Ashley and today we're showing you how to play Bugfight Backyard. This game was kindly provided and published by Heddle, designed by Michael Grubb, and features art by Alan Cordes. Imagine it, you're sitting in a lush lawn surrounded by flourishing gardens and enjoying ample shade provided by the sturdy trees. A butterfly flutters across the sky, ants march dutifully below, and a snail inches across a nearby rock. You may think each of them is in their own little worlds, right? Well, in Bugfight Backyard, those critters are aiming to command control and are lining up to fight. Bugfight is a two-player lane battler, where you'll recruit bugs, use their power to capture areas, and ultimately earn victory points. Players continue claiming areas with their bugs until the flag is captured, at which point the game ends and the player with the most victory points is the winner. Bugfight comes in different sets, each of which have slightly different rule sets. While we're only looking at the Backyard set today, most of what we'll cover applies to other sets too. Before we can fight for areas in the backyard, we first need to set up the game. Each player starts with 13 cards, 3 rallies, and 2 each of pillbugs, ants, butterflies, crickets, and snails. You'll put your 3 rallies into your hand, then shuffle the remaining 10 bug cards into a personal draw deck. Finally, draw 3 cards from your personal draw deck to go into your hand along with your rallies. After you've drawn your cards, the next step is to set up the areas. Find the flag area card and set it aside, then shuffle the other 9 area cards. After that, shuffle the flag area into the bottom 2 cards of the area deck. Finally, draw 3 area cards and arrange them in a row between the 2 players. This forms the lanes you'll be fighting in, and a lane is simply the column on either side of the area card, meaning that there are 3 in total. Now that you've finished setting up the area cards, it's time to place the added power cards and the victory point cards to one end of the area card row. This is known as the reserve, and we'll learn more about these cards' uses in more detail here shortly. Shuffle the remaining bug cards to form the recruit deck, then place it on the opposite end of the reserve decks. Draw 3 bug cards from the recruit deck and place them face up near it. And that's it for setup. Quick and easy. Now onto the main event, playing Bugfight. Simply put, your objective is to score more victory points than your opponent, and you can gain these in 3 ways. You can earn points by capturing areas, recruiting bugs to your deck, and also through abilities on your cards, and we'll talk about all of these in more detail here shortly. Gameplay takes place over a series of rounds, with each one consisting of 3 phases: placing cards, activating abilities, and capturing areas. And play will continue until the flag area is captured. Each round starts by both players choosing 3 cards from their hand to play, 1 for each lane. After players have chosen their cards, it's time to place them face down, and then, simultaneously, you'll reveal them. After everyone has finished revealing their cards, it's time to activate abilities. These can help you capture areas by adding power. They can immediately give you victory points, or they can impose challenges for your opponent. To activate an ability, you must have the right energy available in your lane. This includes energies indicated on the area card in that lane, as well as any other bug you've played previously in that lane. In the event that a bug has multiple abilities, just remember that you may activate them in any order. For example, the bird bath has a water energy, and if a pill bug is played in the bird bath lane, the pillbug's water ability is activated. This means for each rally card you played this turn, you'll level up with 2 added power. Place the double-sided added power card to the bird bath lane so the +2 power symbol peaks above the pillbug. The bird bath lane does not have a flower energy, so the second ability is not activated. In addition to area cards, bugs can also add energy to their lane, indicated by the symbol on the top right of the card. Once you've played the pillbug, for example, any bug played in this lane will have its dirt ability activated. So if I reveal a cricket in the bird bath lane after playing a pillbug, the cricket's dirt ability is activated, and I draw 1 card. As play continues and more bugs are revealed, be sure to keep the energies of your previously played bugs visible. Note that you can only activate a bug's ability once, even if there are multiples of 1 energy type in that lane, and the ability can only be used on the turn the bug is played. If you can activate an ability, you must activate that ability. In Bugfight, you not only need to focus on strategy, but also on speed. The player who puts their cards face down first will resolve their abilities first. However, some abilities go into effect immediately, no matter who activated their abilities first. For example, the snail card has a reveal ability, which is indicated by brackets. If you play the snail in a lane with a dirt energy, its ability is activated first, regardless of who placed their cards face down first. This snail prevents your opponent from adding power towards this area on this turn. If both players have reveal abilities, those of the player who placed their cards down first are resolved before the other player's reveal abilities. Considering our previous snail example, let's say your opponent played a mosquito in the same lane. If the mosquito's reveal ability was activated by a leaf energy, it would normally suck power added from your lane and add it to your opponent's lane for this area. You know, like mosquitoes do. Instead, however, your snail's ability prevents your opponent from taking your added power. Now that you know how abilities work, let's take a moment to talk about rally cards. Rallies are not bugs, do not add power, and do not add energy, but they are essential to help you draw cards and recruit bugs to your deck. Rally's ability allow you to draw one card from your deck or gives you one recruit coin. If you ever need to draw a bug from your deck and it's empty, just shuffle your discard pile to create a new draw deck. Recruit coins are your currency for buying bugs from the recruit area. Recruits are like MVPs, as they generally have more power and bring more formidable abilities to your team. The price of a bug is indicated by the dots at the top of their power symbol, ranging from a cost of 1 to 3 coins. For example, let's say you wanted to buy this mantis here. It costs 2 recruit coins, so you'd have to play 2 rally cards and use both of them to cover the cost. If at any point you have enough coins to buy a bug, add it to your discard pile and restock the slot with the top card of the recruit deck immediately. Always remember that you can purchase as many bugs at once as you can afford. Finally, at the end of a round, rally cards are returned to your hand and any unspent recruit coins are lost. After both players have activated their abilities, it's time for the final phase of the round, capturing areas. Capturing an area requires a player to have the power equal to or greater than the amount shown on the power symbol of the area card. For example, the garden area has a capture target of 16 power. If at any point a player has bugs with a total printed power that meets or exceeds the capture target, they successfully capture the area. If both players have met the requirement for an area at the same time, the player with the higher power score in that lane wins. If there's still a tie, the area remains unclaimed. Once you capture an area, immediately take the card and both players will move their bugs from the lane to their discard piles. Any added power at the captured area gets returned to the reserve. A new area card is drawn from the area deck and is placed in the empty slot. And that's it for the first round. Play will continue like this with bugs fighting over territory until someone manages to capture the flag area. When the flag is captured, that signals this is the last round, which means it's time to move into endgame scoring after finishing the capture phase. To tally the score and see who came out on top, begin by adding the victory points listed on each of your captured areas. Next, gain 1 point for each bug you've recruited. And finally, add any additional points you've managed to score throughout gameplay. Once you've both totaled your scores, whoever has the most victory points is declared the winner. In the event of a tie, the victory goes to the player who succeeded in capturing the flag. One last thing. Keep in mind that we are using a prototype copy of the game, so rules and components are subject to change, but we'll include any clarifications in the Klingon subtitles as well as in our pinned comment below. And with that out of the way, you now know all you need to play Bug Fight. It's time to grab a friend, recruit bugs, and see who will capture the backyard as you play Bug Fight Backyard.